Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pillars of Eternity. So last time we won a great battle. I'm gonna assign someone here. That's a lot of experience. Ooh. Major item. What major item made? Well, at least it has flavor text, that's always a plus. 5 years ago, 12 senior monks of Ixogi, Ixlohi, began a silent pilgrimage into Tetoxcuan, forbidding hills plagued by severe weather, and locals believe are cursed by the gods. The monks were supposed to emerge from their retreat this year, but they have not returned. An expedition of novices into Teutocrinuan. Oh my god, can't you just have decent names? Okay. Tetlas Tect 1. Okay, I'm gonna call it Tetlas Tect 1. Discovered their camp, but they were shocked to find only hollow skin shells of their masters, sitting in a circle frozen in their meditative poses. The inner circle of the of the Ixtotech theorize that the masters have transcended their previous physical form and may be wandering the eastern reach. Maybe. They have seen I was just looking at this. They have sent word to the various lords in Redcris and Dawood that Ixohi would very much like to be returned with their masters, so their wisdom can be passed on to a new generation. Okay, let's assign the girl here. Well, you'll be there in 10 days, no worries. Let's have a mercenary captain, of course. Vanguard soldier, maybe. I'm not going to get that Avenger of Skin. A cleric. Gold Pack Knight. And that's it, I guess. Okay, let's return to the castle and rest there before venturing on with the main quest. So, to Sid Nua we go in 6 hours. Great! Okay, we're here, so let's rest. Oh, Gwen leveled up. Let's level her up then. Okay, so I've added this skill to her. Borrowed Instinct. Ransacks the enemy intelligence. Precision from enemy, causing damage to these enemy attributes. Boosting the Cypher's defense and accuracy. Reload speed are faster for crossbow, arbalest and all firearms. Consider that she's using a blunderbuss, so that's a good idea in my opinion. Okay. Eastern Barricade. Yeah, let's rest up. Resolve, of course. Usually this seems like the best idea, having, what is it? Athletics and Constitution. Or even Mechanics, but I'm gonna stay with, you know what? No, I'm not really sure. Let's go with Resolve. Going today paid wages, okay. 450. Have fun, guys, I guess. What? A group of Virtrix have emerged from Old Nua and Nuo Taxion. Okay. Let's resolve that. It does have 4 days, but well, I'm not very sure if that's gonna act that quickly. Let's remember that girl had 9 days to reach her place, so she should have 5. Okay. And there we go. Wait. Oh, did you just kill them? Doesn't seem like it. I have no idea where this guy came from. Yeah, most of you can't even walk now. Shoot at this one. Yeah, this one's wounded now. Let's do that again a couple of times more. It's not fair. Okay. I have no idea where those guys came from. This one's next. And can you do this for you? Ah, the Goatback Knight. I have a question. Where is my other guards? I am paying them, right? Well, not anymore. Okay, this guy's yours. Stop trying to hit me. So what, my troops don't have any will? That sounds like a flaw. Well, at least the Goatback Knight is doing something. Guess we'll stop hitting my troops. Did you just knock down someone? Gwen? Oh yeah, sure. Stop it. Okay. Again, that didn't seem right. I had only the Goatback Knight. He did what he could. So I think I'm gonna keep him. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and I thought those things don't have a brain. We of course need to rest now, again. But... before we do that... 4 turns, 9 days. Yeah, this didn't move at all, so... do we have anyone? Oh my lord. I have no idea how that happened. Of course the mercenary captain is something special. Terry line breaker seems like a good idea. Hire this guy. The soldier. Order of the Wilds. Okay, let's rest again. Oh, the Goatback Knight did his duty, so I'm very proud of him. The other ones, they seem to be here though. Ah, the outside. Hello, archer person. Please don't mind us, we're just living. Okay, where were we going actually? I was thinking that we should continue our... Okay, now I'm formally invited to the Anamancy hearing. I should return to Lady Webb and update her on my progress. I have been invited to join Dozen's delegation. Fine, let's go to Madame Webb then. We've stayed away from the main campaign long enough, I think, so... yeah, except that army. Now, where was she? Right. In Blackenberry. But of course. Ah, Summer Silver has arrived to keep seeking your counsel, some business. Why didn't you come a little bit earlier? Okay, it's a business matter. We can wait for it. Right now we're going to go to Madame Web and see what those guys want. We have an entire week to finish this one. Ah, Madame Web. If only we liked her. And inside we go. Yep, we're here alright. And up we go. Well, isn't that a lovely music? Okay, let's go on. Lady Web. Hello. I want to discuss the animals here. The dozens have accepted me into their delegation. Of all the groups, it is the dozens that the Duke fears most. If you have their ear, you will most certainly have ours. We need waste no more time. Here, get to the palace, make your case to the Duke, with him on our side. All of Daiwood can be mobilized against the London Key, and those can be rooted out. I wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for special day. If you hurry back afterwards, there might be a little left for you. I don't drink. Off with you. You're gonna do very well in there. Yeah, I just raised my result for such a hearing, so might as well go there and see what I can do for myself, right? Okay, see you in the... And out we go. And we're out. Okay. Owner's Gift, First Fires, Heritage Hill. Well, let's go to First Fires, that's where the palace is, right? Completely forget where the palace is. I guess it's not that important after all. And here we are. That's the palace. Here we are again. Again, I think that the main storyline isn't as interesting as the side quests, but hey. The city guard reports that the howling cataclysm at Top Tower has ceased. Maybe I should go there and see what they have. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. And let's move. Wait, where were we again? Can I kill the Duke? Ah. Oh yeah, sure. So, should we start a war? Well, of course. The room below is animated amidst the hatred debate. All the representative groups are easily discerned in the crowd. Crucible knights, stiff their noisy armor, sit on one section. In another, well-dressed members of House Duhamel gather watching their predators' interests. Still elsewhere are remarkable ramshackle dozens who have made no special effort to dress up for their liege lord. Okay, maybe I did the right thing. Though that's kind of barbaric, not dressing up for such an important meeting. It seems like they're not interested in it at all. Interpressed are animals in their academic robes, with expressions either sore or unconcerned. At the back of the chamber sits the Duke. Yeah, you're gonna die one day, Duke, what was his name? Aver Walgrin. Okay. Sprout in his throne, worn down but alert and festy nonetheless. Well then, answer me this, Master Barak. If you Animancer represent our best hopes for Cure Legacy, what progress can you demonstrate? As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential. My house would agree. Your Grace, we see great potential in its future. And I suppose your blessing profits during the legacy didn't have nothing to do with that, do they, Duhamels? You can't have it both ways no more. Animancy goes, or this country goes. Who is this guy? I think that's this guy from the dozens. So you admit, Master Barak, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy that it ever was. No, we have had many promising experiments. Seedman Azo has shown. Seedman Azo murdered a child for complete failure. We could be hanged him right now for what he's done. The dozens won't stand for it. The experiment failed, yes, but his work was sabotaged. All at once the attendees turned their faces towards you, mishaps of a judgment and incredible only the Duke, a wild-looking man with silvery beard, sees, unfazed by your interruption. Ah, our new delegate from the dozen. What makes you say sabotage? I met a false patient in Blackberry, Centrium, who had tampered with Azos machinery. What does that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children. Indeed, even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accumulated here? Okay. Those who know me around here know me for fair judgment. No. Should I? Well, how does it die? I'm gonna say one of those two, and then 5, 6, and 4. Maybe I'll say number 4, and then 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna say number 3. So it is 1. Sorry, dude. He wasn't responsible. He was manipulated. Okay, what Azo did to Graham was not the work of a responsible scientist. Usually I would agree. Oh, come on, these animals can't be trusted. Look at what has happened to Heritage Hill. Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the mess animals leaves. Are you sure this is your delegate, Eldrick? You won't be for long making claims like that. Your Grace would have much easier time if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep. Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar. You turn blind eye, and look what happened. I have been to Heritage Hill since the quarantine. The Curse of Knights are blameless here. This was not the workings of animancy on ancient divines. Well, I've been there, yeah. You've some strange taste in travels, friends. The height of your tales expands with every breath. Will you shut up? No one really likes you. Ask around. When I see problems, I take matter into my own hands. I've heard whispers of a new delegate set on attend today's hearing. I was told to expect threats and intimidation, which is nothing new here, as you can see. Very well, perhaps you are the sort. Tell us what you saw there. They are no houses of Anguidian machinery that holds domain over the flow of souls. It was this machinery that made the district undead. Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of animals has been spending time there. Surely their thickness had something to do with this. I have reason to believe there were others at the tower who might have done this. There is no denying that they were studying dangerous machinery. They did not understand. There you go. But the very purpose of this experiment is to understand so these dangerous things can be used responsibly. Hey, you brought this on yourself. This is what it comes down to, Your Grace. Whatever these intentions, animancy is a pox, makes a wreck of everything. We all knew the Wild One's legacy really about. That ain't about some sparkling saint of seeds cars who's mad because he took straw down the wrong bridge. It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals doing stuff with the natural order while the rest of us got and suffered for it. You know, you should be a little bit more, humane. It is. Is it though? Should we not take time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have? My son and daughter are burned beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where they lie. My son, my wife, let him sleep when he was bathing him, got water in his lungs. He couldn't get up. My daughter, we put her to bed one night, The next morning she wasn't breathing. This hollow-born thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending 'cause we still let these charlatans play God. There is your proof, you damn coppers grabbers. Enough, Edric. Lady Duhamel makes a point. If the animancy, then why do the other state that permit that practice not suffer the same fate? Who amongst us can say he truly understands why legacy has taken a hold here? I can. The crowd begins to mutter. The sound takes up full characters. Wyndham's legacy is a creation of Wyndham and Key. Seidman Azul's downfall was their work, as was Tower of Heritage Hill. They went here to do this. They want animancy to fall. The dull muttering expands into din of fills to hell. I have seen them in rules of El Ganfat operating machines that undisputed that disrupts the eradicative flow of souls near towns like Gilded Vale and Diaford, where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, oh my lord, don't tell them you're a watcher, man. I have heard their dead confess their plots. They are stealing the souls of the unborn. Beasts, another lunatic at hearing. Did you remember to lock your Santium before you left Master Barak? Ooh. Want to see crazy? Make one more smart command just like that. Okay. Who said that, by the way? Daggett. Beard invalids until your lump dries, for all I care. The rest of those people will hear the truth. You shame your order by dismissing the truth before hearing it, madame. Expect better from the Crucible Knights. Yeah, let's say that. The Duke leans forward in his throne, traces the accuracy of his eyes. You must know, friend, that the Linden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. Not saying you're a liar, not yet, but you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you. Okay. Let's say a lord is cuckolded by his wife. If he tells her to stop, she'll only want her lover more. But if he spreads a rumor that her lover has just visited Brothel and acquired a pox on his alliance, she wanted on her own. Okay. That's arguably true. We all want the same thing here. We want the Wyndham's Key to end. If we work together instead of arguing, we can stop the... Okay, the Linden Key is very real. There are farmers to Eldrin, Redcreans, who hate Drywood and want to see us suffer. What's more likely, the gods are destroying Drywood for sands, protest in many parts of the world, that the group of people hates animancy and wants it suppressed. Actually, the third one is the most logical one, so I'm gonna say that. I don't see what some rich lords got to do with any of this. Oh man, you're the one that invited me. Think of it this way then. It's like a bard at an inn, playing his favorite song night after night. If you tell him you don't like the song, he'll play it louder. But if you pay the patrons to leave, he'll think the song is to blame and stop playing it. You're saying they don't like animancy, so they are trying to trick us into banning it. Oh wow, you're a genius, man! No wonder your organization is doing so well. You can't even afford decent clothes. You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this? Which part of I'm a Watcher you didn't get? The matriarchs of dozens supported my search for answers. I took a personal interest in the matter and tried to learn what I could. Indeed, this land is foreign to you, unless I miss my guess. Your efforts on its behalf are to be commended. But this hearing's about more than Wyndham's legacy, even though it is our most pressing concern. Okay, let's say for a moment that I were to take you and your word that your friend is a Blackendary Sanctuum, and there appears here no responsibility for the cause upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position? Okay, the other monsters of Dawood have been given too long leash. Patience should be restricted and controlled. In truth, I'm not completely confident animosity doesn't have something to do with Wilden's legacy. It would be wise to ban the practice, at least for now. Animosity is too dangerous. We were not meant to use it. We have proven we are unworthy of it. It should be outlawed. Well, no. Okay, should be studied in Dawood. If you don't, someone else will, and they'll wield greater power over you. Yeah, and must serve their own ambition and their own purpose. Giving them the power is like setting a child loose in the armory. Very well, that's all I wish to hear. Not just for you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It's time we put an end to it. Want to thank the delegations for helping me to collect my thoughts. For days. And okay, now a delegate who has warned us of a new possibility that must be looked into. The time has come to choose direction for Dawood. I'm ready to make my pronouncement. Okay, Reverend Dierbersk represent the interest of animals in Dawood. Step forward. Your Grace. Hello, Merlin. Yaman for the guest Yamans, you're both strong in their own way. Must be careful in my judgment. He's gonna try and kill you. Forgive me, Your Grace. Will you accept no judgment but our own? Of course. What's he doing? Ah, he really died. That's awesome. Avenge the Duke. What, you seriously didn't see the guy coming from the big doors that were closed just now? The hell's wrong with you people? I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Oh yeah, you're ending it right here. Another time. I'm already late. Hey, come back here, you Dumbo dork! What? You can't stand 3 feet on your feet for 3 seconds? The word, shall I end it for you, rings your ears. Why? You find yourself gasping for breath, struggling to keep your own balance. You drop to knee and watch as Tails scurries out the building. The world dims around you, screams and clashing the weapons, finding your silence. All that remains are the words. Shall I end it for you? Dio stands at the purple high above the assembly of ropes onlookers, you amongst them, clustered around white circle pit, carved of stone. He addressed a woman bound backwards on your long iron wheel, overlooking a great stone nail. Many of the woman's fingers and toes are severed, and the bottom of her feet are charred back. The skin on her side of her face looked like melted candle wax, black and red. Slipping in the angles of her back suggests spine in ruins, yet for all that, her expression betrays little of her anguish. Her eyes are barely open, and her words... Wow, well, that's a pretty decent drawing for an elf with that kind of disformalities. Anyway, her eyes are barely open. Her words come between strangled breaths, but they are steady and broken. I'm already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you? So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it's beyond redemption. He knows how that attends. Who begin? Okay, untying her from the wheel. Dominion of Sleepers. You open your eyes to the beamed ceiling of the palace grand entry hall. Clangs of metal striking metal, wolf in front of sight alongside the cries of injured as you stagger your feet. Tios is gone. Marco, we've got to get out of here. Fast. Off to one side, you can hear the clicking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumping against the wall. He's trying to say something seemingly directed to you, but at first it's too faint to hear. Grabs his breath and manages to grasp out a few words. Lady Webb, she's the only. She must be told. She'll know what to do. Please find her. Tell her everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we tell her everything, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna see you next time. Goodbye.